One. YouTube, what is going on, guys? We are back for another episode of the NerdTavern podcast. As you see by the title, we don't have shit to talk about, so we're doing a creepypasta episode because there were no news this week again. And that kind of sucked.
What's a creepypasta?
I'm glad you asked that, Jeffrey. Why don't you go ahead and explain it for them?
Alright, so basically, for those who don't know, a creepypasta, or a spooky spaghetti as they are widely known. Okay, they're not widely known as that. But basically, a creepypasta is just a scary story from like the internet. Although,
Yep.
spoiler alert, mine's gonna be a troll pasta, so
Uh,
it's gonna be a joke.
I haven't even read my two because mine are somewhat pretty short, so just be on the lookout for that. I don't know what mine is, but I'm just saying one of them's about gravel. You're in for a fucking terrifying ride.
Dude, that's spooky.
Oh yeah.
Can you please skip over it? Like, I don't want to be spooked that hard. Or dude.
But
Oh, yeah,
yes,
by the way, this is G Shadow.
see,
So yeah.
no, I'm cutting that out.
I'm going last. I'm going last, but watch me go fucking first. Fucking rules.
See, we're gonna refer to
It's
G Shadow
Jeff
007
here.
as ghouls
You
because
know
he
me.
still
You love
refuses
me.
to make a video about this
You
podcast
probably
on his
don't know
channel.
me or love me.
Two people talking at once. Fucking great, man.
Yo, hey, you know what we strive for here.
Highest,
Professionalism.
shittiest quality
Exactly.
possible.
Exactly. That's what we strive for here, boys. I just want to say we fucking achieve it every week. Let's go. I'm sure the fans agree. We achieve it every week.
Exactly. And for some reason, Jeff, it's funny that you say highest, shittiest quality because for some reason, NerdTavern did not want to sponsor. I mean, not Loot Crate did not want to use code NerdTavern.
What the hell? Loot Crate, come on, get on it. You know you want to sponsor the hottest podcast like that's fucking out today. Like, we won't talk shit about your product like that.
We'll straight up just say Loot Crate's the greatest thing of all
We
time.
won't talk trash about your product, but we're gonna every day until you give us a sponsorship. That's how it's gonna work.
Exactly. So, and also, whoever listens to this podcast, just go buy a Loot Crate and then input code NerdTavern because eventually they'll get the message.
Yeah, that's a good plan actually, Tyler. Dude, that's ideas right there. You're an ideas man. I like that.
They'll eventually get the idea. But anyway, we're back to the original intro. You guys know, you guys got to grab a drink. You know, in this tavern, you got to have guests. And you guys can go ahead and introduce yourselves now after that brilliant intro.
I mean, I was talking over you at the same time, so but I'll go
what the
again
hell?
because why not? It's Jeff, the greatest of all time. You know me, you love me.
Hey guys, this is G Shadow 007.
You're supposed to go fucking last. You said it
Whatever.
for the podcast. You fucking
No,
lied.
I said my story's going last.
No,
not
you're
my
going
name,
first now.
sure.
Because you fucked this podcast royally.
No, I said I was gonna tell my story last because it's the best out of them
Nah.
all.
No,
No,
you
it's
no.
definitely not, though.
Mine's not. You're not
Yes,
better
I
than
did.
gravel. All right.
Dude,
Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is.
It's not better than the day of all the blood.
The whole
Yeah,
theme is
it's
creepy
definitely
pastas.
not
We have
better
to
than
end with a
Double Hell.
creepy pasta. All you're gonna do is talk
mean,
about some dude that
mine
fucked
are
a
the
PS3.
shortest, so I'll go first.
Mine's pretty long, so watch out for that.
All right. I expect a brilliant rendition though, then Matthew.
Yo,
Fuck.
when your keyboard is taking time to be set up. Okay, there we go. Tyler, fill some space while I look this up because I fucking accidentally exited out of this one.
All right. Well, you guys know.
Myself then?
Um, Oh yeah, Matthew,
Oh,
you need to
yeah,
introduce
forget
yourself.
it. Fuck it.
Let the fine people know who you are.
Hey, it's Matt. Sociogenic extraordinaire. I'm gonna get you.
That's like the boogeyman type shit. All right, I like it.
Okay, so I got my stories.
There we go. All right,
Am I?
Oh, this will be
Okay.
great.
This
ladies
is a
and
troll
gentlemen,
pasta, which basically means
Jeffrey
it's supposed to
Nicholas
be
in.
great. Here we go. This one is entitled Double Hell. Motherfucking ads. Okay, give me 3 seconds because the ad just decides it wants to pop up right as I'm about to fucking read it. Okay, there we go. One
Yeah.
day, some bad kids who did not listen in church got some tarot cards and a Ouija board. They played with the cards all over the board while using the board at the same time, and Double Satan came out and killed them with his energy kick attack. The bad kids had to go to double hell where they had nothing to eat but pizza with some dirt on it, and they could only watch the scariest, most horrible R-rated movies, and the only cat they were allowed to have did not like being petted, and they had to touch lady boobs all day. They
What the
were so
fuck?
grossed out and scared that they wanted to go home, but guess what? You can never go home from double hell.
Fuck.
That's... I know, that's pretty fucking spooky, right?
Yeah.
Alright. This one is from the Creepypasta Wiki. Let's read the preface. This is the best pasta on the whole wiki. Don't read the rest because the rest is not as creepy as this. Scientific studies proved this. This is true. I assume... Okay, and then here is from Dr. James Leeward, professor of pastorology at Oxford. I assume that you don't read the rest of the wiki because it's not as creepy as this story with all the blood. My scientific study proved it. And then here's an excerpt from a reader. After reading this, I was scared, very, very scared, and I blooded lots. So, here we go. Here's the actual story. This is the story of a day where there was all this blood. A man was walking around and blood started coming out of him everywhere. There was so much blood that it filled up an elevator. He went to the store and there was just blood all over the place. People were slipping in it and they were all grossed out. He tried to go swimming and all the sharks went nuts and bit into everybody. He got chased by all the vampires ever. One time, the blood got a kid and a dog. At the end of the day, everyone decided they would send him to space so that he would stop getting blood everywhere. The scariest part is that the man was you, or he is a lady if you are a lady, and you forgot that this happened. And there you go. You guys probably forgot the time you blooded lots, but don't worry. I reminded you.
That was something.
It's the greatest, I know. And you got to read those like as terribly as possible because they're in all caps. You know, that's
I
how
feel
do it.
you.
All right, that's all I had.
All
Just
right.
two of the most fine stories of all time.
All right. All right. Now All right. I'm gonna hit you guys. I'm gonna save gravel for last because that shit's getting deep. I think.
Okay, who's going next then?
Oh, I just realized something.
All right.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
Ghouls go.
Oh, you really want me to go?
Okay. I just want to say this right now. All these creepypastas belong to their respective owners. We're not monetizing this video, so it doesn't matter anyways, but still. Just want to say that. We can't be sued now, boys. There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
But now, also, I feel
That's
it's
how you
also
fucking do it.
go use NerdTavern code on Loot Crate. All right, continue. Gotta get that cheap
Okay,
plug.
so it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't have a creepypasta necessarily, but I got something better.
Boo.
Want me to go ahead?
Yeah, but
Gonna be a-
boo.
It's gonna be a fucking hilarious ride. Okay, so there's this person named Christian Weston Chandler, and he's this high functioning autistic guy, and he's known as the creator of Sonichu, right? Well, he was born in 1982 to his parents who are both old, at that time. Like I think his dad was in his 50s and his mom was like 46 or something like that. And oh boy, this is gonna be fun. So nothing like super weird happens until like when he goes to college, which it took him like 5 years to get his degree, just one degree, and during those 5 years, he just got so freaking lonely after losing all his friends in high school and whatnot. So what he decides to do is he decides to go on this love quest, right, where he wants to find a girlfriend, and he believes that all of his problems will be immediately solved if he loses his virginity. So he goes on campus and throughout his town with this sign, right, that says looking for
Will
an
lose
18 to
virginity for
21.
money.
No, it was a sign that says looking for an 18 to 21-year-old female companion, and he was very specific. He wanted like a white female that's beautiful and
Racist.
slender and
Cuck.
somewhat. And he's like, and then he also had a message for, oh, if any men sees this sign, ignore it. And instead of
Beautiful.
calling the women single, he refers to them as boyfriend-free girls. I'm not joking.
As we all
So
should.
So the sign got him in like trouble all over the place. In fact, at one point, I think one of the heads, her name's Mary Lee Walsh, she confiscated the sign from him and tried to teach him a lesson, but he saw it as a
Oh my
personal
God.
attack. And
Yeah, he should have.
this is the dumbest
You,
thing
you
ever.
don't you don't mess with
He
Chris Chan like that.
here's the thing. Okay, Tyler, get ready for this. You know what he ended up doing that caused him to get banned from that college for like a year?
Make
He
it again.
goes ahead and does what he likes to call a Kamehameha on her, which is basically his own version of a Kamehameha from Dragon Ball Z. And she realized, yeah, this guy's fucked in the head. So he bans him and puts him in psychiatric help for 1 year, and clearly that didn't fucking work. So around this time, he created this thing called Sonichu, right? And it's basically his masterpiece, where it's basically a combination of a Pikachu and a Hedgehog. Apparently, Sonic one day while fighting Chaos gets thrown miles away and then collides with a Pikachu, and the Chaos Emerald somehow fuses them together into this abomination. And he's written comics
Did
about
the
it ever
official
since.
Sonic Twitter acknowledges, by the way.
Yeah, yes, they do. And eventually, though, the comics started focusing less on Sonichu and more about his life, and he actually makes some of the people that quote unquote did the wrong on him into villains, like Mary Lee Walsh. I'm not shitting you. And then
That's what
like,
she gets for being
so,
a bitch.
So then, in 2005, he meets this girl Megan, right? And he actually ends up having the closest relationship with her in his entire life. But of course, she wasn't interested in him. He did not give a fuck. He kept making all these advances, and she eventually broke off from him and just pretended he doesn't exist. Well, during that time, there was this Parappa the Rapper contest. Basically, Parappa the Rapper was being ported to the PSP, and to celebrate it, they had
Rapper
this
is the best.
contest. Yeah, well, we'll get this. Okay, so his entry was a very shitty rap of the first song in that game, the Master Onion one, and he actually got top 10. He actually got top
What?
10. Yes, he did. He got
How
top 10
shitty were
because,
the entries?
because not a lot of people ended up
Exactly 10 people entered.
Yeah. Entered. Not a lot of people entered, so he actually ended up in the top 10 and got some memorabilia. Well, he got pissed off that the number one winner, Adam Stackhouse, won, to the point where he makes this video. He sends death threats to them, but he also made this video where he takes a photo of Adam and his little sister, and he's got his airsoft gun and he shoots at it, and he's like, "That is how angry I am at Adam Stackhouse. They should be disqualified for using music and more than one person in their freakazoid video." And it's oh my god, it's so fucking ridiculous. And then it just gets worse. Can I continue?
Yes.
It's just because it gets even worse. So 2007 is when the infamy really begins, because a lot of people from 4chan and Encyclopedia Dramatica discovered Christian and basically documented all of the shit he's done. And now, at first, he calmly tried to respond to them by using his autism as a defense and by explaining his life up to that point, but clearly that didn't work, so he got pissed off. And they trolled him by making all these artworks of his characters showing off homosexuality and whatnot. So he retaliates by making these pictures of him and his characters doing erotic things. And that didn't work, so he made this video about how angry he was at ED. In that video, he flat out admits that one of the characters that he draw in a lewd way was his friend Megan, and that cat went out the bag, and that's why Megan broke off with him. So now we get to the fun part. So these trolls started becoming like these sweethearts for him. Like, the first one was someone called Blanca, and Chris actually fell for it completely. Thought she was head over heels for him, when it was really just a guy pretending to be a girl. So ultimately, they managed to get these embarrassing photos of him. They're all over his wiki page and the Encyclopedia Dramatica. And he actually ends up getting this thing called a Sonichu medallion. Now, I didn't explain this yet, but he actually wears this medallion made out of Crayola model magic.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, and he wears it everywhere. And Blanca managed to acquire that, and and he not only does he cut it up, but he puts it in a fucking pickle jar. Puts it in a mouse trap. And then sets it on fire, and he puts out the fire by pissing on it. And then they broke up from there. And later on, he gets tricked into believing that this man named Jimmy Hill freaking was stealing the rights to Sonichu and was selling merchandise all over Europe.
Hey, that is his intellectual property. He has a right to be mad.
I'm surprised he's not laughing at this. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone else isn't putting any input.
So he gets pissed off, and that this happens, and then he encounters probably what he considers his arch enemy, Clyde Cash, who is basically portrayed as this black guy with puckered lips. And Clyde Cash actually did a lot of things to him.
That's the guy who took his PS3 accounts?
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, you don't take a man's PS3 accounts back. I mean,
we'll get to that. But yeah, Clyde Cash fucked with him. Around this time, he had there was another online troll that pretended to be a sweetheart for him called Panda Halo.
Dude, this guy's fucking dumb. How many fucking times can he fall for it?
just wait. It gets funnier. Clyde and Panda Halo team up to try and fuck with Chris by announcing that Clyde raped Panda Halo, and that didn't really do anything. So they just like, okay, we'll just have Panda Halo die in some wildfire in Australia, and he believed that too.
Wow.
He's dumb as fuck.
I can almost feel bad for this guy. He's reached high levels of autism.
I mean, I feel bad for him too, because he's autistic, yes, but even people with autism shouldn't fall for stuff like this, you know? After the
several times.
But he doesn't. Yeah, he falls for it several times. That's why he's so infamous. It's so easy to fuck with him. So around this time, Clyde Cash approached to him as someone from Nintendo, asking about, oh, can I have your site? And he's like, okay. So he hacks the site and holds it for ransom, and the only way for Chris to get it back is if he sings a song about how it's okay to be gay. Once he got the site back...
But it's not!
Yeah,
it's
but
in the
once
Bible
he got the
it
site
says
back,
it's not.
Once he got the sight back, he tries to explain to everybody that he's still straight. So Clyde then approached again as Shigeru Miyamoto.
I believe that.
And said to Christian, we're gonna have Sonichu as a character for Animal Crossing on the Wii, and he believes that too.
Nice.
Jesus
It's an
Christ.
endless train wreck. So oh my God. Trying to think
But
what else
oh
happened.
my God, Sonichu and Animal Crossing, that's my dream.
Can we have
Dream man
Sonichu
right
in
there.
Super Smash?
Alright, I'm trying to think what else happened. Uh oh, oh, okay, I got one. Oh, this is probably one of the most infamous ones of all, the Julie saga. Basically, there's this 13-year-old boy called Blue Spike, as he's known, and he pretends to be a sweetheart named Julie, and he ends up getting some of the most infamous videos Chris has ever done. Okay, he made 2 videos from this that are, oh my God. So one video is of him wanking it off with a anime blow up doll, where he constantly goes, Julie, Julie, Julie.
That's
And
hot.
then there's this other one where there's this other one where he's whacking off in the kitchen because I forgot to mention this. The Chandlers only had like one computer, and it was in the kitchen, and their house was fucking
Nice.
filthy, and a hoarder's dream. He actually showed off his fucking house at one point to, I guess, a sweetheart or so, and they managed to get a hold of that video, and they showed off just how disastrous his house is. Like it was just a big old mess. I know I'm going off topic, but this is kind of it's so he finds out they were parading these videos of his house on the internet. So he makes a video going, "I want everything about my house off the internet." And there's actually this unedited version, because he actually did edit out this part, but his father, who's 80 years old at that point, by the way, comes in and says, "Shut that goddamn thing off." And he's like, "Do you realize? Do you realize something? Let me tell you. If the health department sees those videos that you put on the damn internet, they will have to condemn our house, and we have to move out of it. Oh, you'll get that goddamn stuff off there and fast. I'm working on it. I'm working on it." And he ends off the video like going, "So I want everything off the internet now, 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 now." But the reason why that's relevant is because his dad actually ends up walking in while he was jerking off to Julie. And
The fuck?
The moral of the story, fucking don't jerk off when you're fucking.
In
you're
the
the
living room?
kitchen. And if you're wondering how he's able to, oh, by the way, if you're wondering how he was able to
Mom,
make
make
these
dinner
videos
later. I'm busy.
in his room, it's because, and if you're wondering why he was able to make videos in his room, it's because he had that eye camera thing that went with the PS3, and that's how he was able to upload the videos from his room. But this is where Bob becomes known as the Internet Lumberjack, because there's a line in that says, "Get away from the internet, I'm cutting it down." And that's become a meme, and he became the Internet. People call him the Internet Lumberjack.
I'm cutting
Oh,
it
God.
down.
So it kept going on until Blue Spike revealed himself to be a 13-year-old boy by saying this whole time, Chris, you have been having sex with a 13-year-old boy." And, this is actually one of the more serious things, to be honest, because Blue Spike, while he did get some of these lols off, he did some pretty sadistic things when he revealed himself. He threatened to show all the evidence to Chris Hansen, and just bullied him, and yeah, he's just one of the more fucked up trolls, if you ask me. It's just bad. But so yeah, then he moves on to another sweetheart called Ivy, and this is where he gets more and more creepy because he starts making these creepy videos saying, "Hey Ivy, I just want to stay. I just hope to meet you soon. We're gonna have some sexy times and whatnot." And that went on for a little bit.
I'm just
That
saying
went
I'm
on for a
not
little bit
gay, but if I
until
were,
When
I would
are we
want
having
equal
those sexy
rights.
times, you know?
and then once his parents found out about that, Ivy commits suicide supposedly, and Chris Chan found out that that was a troll, but tears were still shed that day apparently. So
Did his dad
now
ever
we move
cut
on
down the
to
internet?
so
Yeah,
now we
did he
move
cut it
on
down
to
with an axe?
Or did he drown the internet? Because I've heard drowning the internet also is effective.
yeah. So
Alright.
now we move on to Liquid Chris, who is basically this guy that pretends to be Chris, but he's 10 times more handsome, basically. And he wears a very similar shirt to Chris, and he has a Sonichu medallion made out of paper. And Chris didn't see this as mocking. He saw this as him stealing his identity.
Wait, what happened?
What
He
the
stole
fuck?
his identity. That's his intellectual property.
So he gets super angry, and he claims that the perpetrator was called Ian Brandon Anderson. So they had these battles over his new sweetheart Casey. Yeah, he keeps falling for him. Go fucking figure. And it involves kung fu. Then it involves a sing off where Christian. Oh, he has a song
Did he do
called.
Parappa the Rapper?
No, he basically
Gosh.
it's basically a shitty cover of "I Want It That Way" from the Backstreet Boys,
Nice.
and
That's
but it says
classy.
like, "Tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why, da, da, da.
Oh,
I can't get a girl my age. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I have a boyfriend."
oh my God,
If
guys!
you want
Wow.
to,
That was not only a reference to Chris Chan, but also the short revival of me and Tyler's favorite channel, the one where Gruels sang.
Oh, yes.
oh,
No, it's recording. It's
Fuck.
fucking
So it's forever now.
so
It can live.
Just add,
Yes.
so
just add it's higher, ghouls, and we're perfect.
getting back on okay, getting back on track,
Yeah.
getting back on track. That went on for a while, and at this point, there was this parody where it's basically
Like
mocking Chris.
Asperger's.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, he hates people with Asperger's because he thinks that they steal the light from people with autism.
Nice.
The fuck you say?
and so
Yeah, you're not
So,
autistic enough.
and so okay, and so so yeah, so he gets mad at that. He's like, "This guy is mocking my past Buddha belly and my masculine bosoms." But eventually he confesses that Asper Chew is good and that he's actually original and not mocking whatever. Now we come to the Jack Thaddeus / Tito saga, where there's this guy
yeah,
named
that's
Jack
it.
Thaddeus. There's this guy named Jack Thaddeus. He hacks the Chris Chan's PS3, and he asked, and the only way for Chris to get it back is if he fucks a PS3, which he did on camera for 7 or so minutes. And then Tito comes out acting like acting like the Tito from Rocket Power. He's like, "Hey, cuz, or Christian Weston Chandler. Hey man, I got sent a potato salad. I admit it. I sold the security files to Sony. Christian believes that too, by the way. And and so he ends up making all these threats to him. And speaking of all of this, Christian has had so many freaking catchphrases. I think the most infamous one is where he goes, "My name is not Ian Brandon something." Then there's the curse ye ha. It's shit like that. Now, as all of this stuff's been going on, now as all of this stuff been going on with him, he constantly becomes a pain in the ass to the owner of this place called the Game Place. Basically, it's this card shop where he usually goes to play Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or something like that. He gets himself banned for
Yu-Gi-Oh players look bad.
First off, he gets banned for raging at a kid over a card game. But then he just becomes more and more of a pain in the ass as time goes on, and ultimately gets himself perma-banned. And he tries countless times to get himself unbanned, all ends in failure. And then at one point, he calls the owner a Jew.
Whoa. Too far, Christian.
And so,
too far, man.
So then there's this one time where he claims he wanted to take a photo of the owner to as a dartboard, but the owner claims that he was taking photos of his daughter. So and then
for the dartboard, come on.
And then one more time he ends up causing all this property damage that got himself in trouble. So he's finally seeking psychiatric help again. And this woman actually convinces him to move on from the trolls and from the internet. So he ends up destroying his PS3.
By fucking it.
But how's he gonna get his PS3 accounts back?
And so yeah, he ends up destroying his PS3. And since during that time, people were spotted him all over the area. But eventually he comes back when a new sweetheart was a go. This time it's Jackie, but unlike the others, Jackie tried to help him by asking him to clean his house and do more productive things. But of course, Christian being Christian, he doesn't really listen, so she moved on from him. And, oh boy! And now we get to the one that's probably just as creepy as the blow up doll fiasco, and that's when he dresses up as a woman. This is known as the Tom Girl saga.
Why?
What?
There's actually photos of him dressed up as a woman, wearing a fucking thong, by the way. And yeah, it just proves how creepy he's gotten. Of course, around this time, he just disappears from the internet for a while. His dad dies, which is sad and tragic, and pretty much he became irrelevant. So, his house ends up catching on fire 2 years ago. So they had to move to a rental home. And when they moved that back in, it was an opportunity for Chris to change, right? And stop acting like a fucking retard, right? Well,
nah.
You all remember Sonic Boom, right?
Sonic
Greatest
Boom.
game of all time.
Boom. Well, Christian was angry at the game. Why do you think he was angry at? Would you think he'd be angry at the game?
It's a kid's game. How do you suck at that?
Buff now.
No. Okay. Get this. He was angry at the game because Sonic had blue arms. So you know what he ended up doing?
Okay.
Destroying a copy of the game.
He went to a GameStop, vandalized the Sonic Boom poster and all the games that were there, and then pepper sprayed an employee.
So he got arrested?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he did the normal reaction here.
By the way, guys, he's now fucking 35 years old.
I don't see what he did wrong here. I mean, when I saw Sonic's arms were blue,
How long did he live with his parents?
As of this moment, 30 years. Over 30 years, if you count his mom.
So wait,
No
when
job.
it started, he was like How old?
All this retardation started when he's like in his 20s. So
That's
so nowadays he is basically I guess a transgender.
What?
I don't know. Yeah, and now and uh, this is what I find weird because he gets angry that Donald Trump wins, but yet back then he had an anger. He hated homosexuality. It's kind of weird, but yeah, that's basically what he's been up to nowadays. He's just creepy and all around the. And yeah, that's basically Christian, one of the most notorious personalities on the internet.
All right.
What do you guys think?
I think he's a normal man. I just think he's dumb as fuck for being gullible. But he was totally in the right to mace that employee, pepper spray that fucker.
Yeah. Sonic Boom's a shitty game, so yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's why I wanted to go last because I had so much to say about this guy, and I thought it would probably top everything you guys ever did.
well, again, all right. I'm gonna save the four. I guess I will go ahead and go. Matthew, you will end the show. All right, we're gonna save gravel for the last. We're gonna do the fourth wall. All right. Um. Since the moment I was born, I was given the awareness that I do not exist. The term cogito ergo sum is bullshit, I think. But for some reason, I just am not. I lived my non-existent life in a little cage for him to poke and prod me, so I'll do what he wants me to do. This sounds like a sex dream, honestly.
Jesus, some kinky ass shit.
Living this way is not normal. I've longed to live, to love, to be like others. I know that. I know that will never happen though. Okay, English. I've been given
Alright.
I've been given sentence, but no way to express myself. But through thought, and those thoughts are not even my own. My life has been that long, but to me it feels like an eternity. I know when he gets bored of me and decides to finally leave me alone, I'll be at peace, but my life will end. So many thoughts and ideas are filling my head. I don't even. What the fuck is this guy doing? I want to live on a house on the beach where you can just watch the waves slowly slide onto the shore. This sounds like some like goth girl's dream now. Where the birds fly in circles around the coast.
Kinky.
What?
I'm sorry,
This
guys.
is pretty great.
The children
But
swim
you know,
and some
it's not putting me to sleep at all. I'm just saying.
Hey, shut up. This is the fourth wall.
Spooks.
So when's it get spooky for reals though?
I don't know. We'll have to wait for gravel. I want to
Is
find a.
gravel like super spooky?
I mean, it's gravel.com. I mean, who does not want that? I want to find a
Alright, you
woman
sold me.
I can call my wife. She doesn't have to be beautiful. She just has to be there for me. I want to have kids of my own. I would have 2 boys and a girl. Their names would be Richard, Jason, and Rose. I want to teach my kids how to be good people, teach them everything that I know, teach them how to get along and live with others in harmony. Though the fact remains that I still do not exist at the double-edged sword, I guess having sentence but at the cost of your own freedom. The world around me grows brighter the longer I exist. More things begin to form around me. That son of a bitch who gave me life must be getting a real kick out of watching me suffer, creating such a vast landscape with just his thoughts. All I can do with my thoughts is just imagine what he wants me to imagine. Alright. The cage door is open. I walk out to see the more fantastic. I walk over and see the vast array of selections on the truck. Sonic popsicles, ice cream cones.
Oh, shit!
Even soft serve. It's on the house, mister. The old man in the uniform says to me. I grab the ice cream and stare at it. It begins to melt. The children and the woman all look at me in confusion. Aren't you going to eat your ice cream, honey? The woman says. I can't hold back the tears as I drop the ice cream and hug them. Well, that's a fucking waste of the ice cream.
The
What?
hell?
Yeah, you're gonna drop the ice cream to hug your children? Like, listen, fucker, you can hug your children anytime. Ice cream only comes every once in a while.
Exactly, especially from the
children.
ice cream truck that has the Sonic popsicles.
Exactly.
The oldest of
Fucking,
the
like-
children ask.
We cut a part out of this video just so we could put the Sonic popsicles in.
God damn it, Jeffrey. No, nothing, son. I'm just so happy. I respond in a hoarse voice. God damn it, people stop needing to text me.
I know, fuck people, right?
After all,
Not
this
my
is
friends.
the first time that I've ever spoken before. As I hold them, I wish the moment would last forever. Maybe he was merciful after all. I look up in the sky to see the seagulls are now gone. The children have all left, and the beach and the sun is beginning to set. My family is now gone too. That goddamn son of a bitch! He gave me this life just so he could take it away. He gave me a life. He gave me hope. He fulfilled the desires that he himself instilled in me, only for him to take it away in a heartbeat. Oh, shit's getting... The only thing that remains in the endless ocean and now an endless beach. The sun is finally set, and I sit down again, knowing my life is only moments away from ending. I guess that those few moments were fulfilling enough for my life to be worth it. I knew it would be in from the start, but it felt so fast. I just wish that I could have held them for a little longer. See, you know what could have happened? You know what could have happened?
What, man?
He could have had the ice cream,
What could have happened? I know.
but he let
I
it
think
drop.
that's the real spookiness of this story, is the fact that he dropped the ice cream.
And it really fits into that Halo War. Maybe that's the ice cream that Cortana wants.
Wait, is this what this is? What is this called?
The fourth wall.
Oh,
I'm,
So far,
I'm
it's
sorry if I'm
pretty
not saying
shitty.
anything. I'm trying to recover. I'm still trying to recover from my story. Oh.
The man sat at his computer thinking about what to write next. He couldn't end the story the way he couldn't end the story this way, could he? The story itself wasn't necessarily bad, just a bit unfulfilling and depressing. He could just rewrite the ending.
just like this one.
Exactly. Like we rewrit
It's
this
like
story
he
to
knew
fit
what
our
his story
needs.
was gonna be.
But he thought it would take too much work. Oh shit, this is sounding a lot like me. I feel like... Oh fuck. He wasn't planning on writing today. Anyways, but at least he's got some down. It was a nice exercise and good practice for his future work. As he got up, he couldn't help but wonder. Was this character ever truly alive? Somewhere in the vast expanse of space and time, did some creature gain thought through his work? Nah, that couldn't be possible, could it? Could something gain identity through something's writing or someone's writing? But as soon as he thought that himself he could finally... The thought finally came to him, a thought that felt like something that he could come up with on his own, but he knew that it was not himself who he was thinking of. The realization came to him that he himself did not exist. Oh shit. Alright, now we got the pussy boy shit out of the way, alright? Are you guys ready for the biggest, spookiest creepypasta of Gravel.com?
Oh shit, man. Gravel's so scary.
I'm telling you.
So what was supposed to be scary about that last one? I mean, I'm not saying that I cut out towards the end because it was boring as shit, but I cut out towards the end because it was boring as shit.
But that ice cream,
The
though.
part is, I was invested in every single fucking part of it, but I don't know what the hell the scary part was supposed to be.
I guess that he didn't exist, but I also feel like that was also an insult towards religion. So,
That's some stupid shit.
alright.
I'm confuzzled.
Alright. Hold on. Now let's get to the real man's game, alright? Thegravel.com.
All right.
A few years ago, my roommate was involved in a gruesome murder. At that point, he had recently been involved with a small, now shut down site called Gravel. The website slogan displayed at the top of the homepage. Everyone's gravel have to end up somewhere, so why not here? It's a sort of a
why
pun.
not?
Everyone's gravel being their whining or gossip or pointless update about their lives, which was the most of the site was. My friend had sort of stayed in the background of the drama for a while, not attempting to get involved. Eventually he did. He would nearly spend 2/3 of his day on this site, being one of more of the gossipy types I really hate. This sounds like
So Twitter?
exactly. This dude sounds like Keemstar. One day he confronted me. He said to me,
Keemstar's the best though.
"No,
Shout out
Keemstar's
to
a cunt."
Keemstar. Sponsor our podcast if you want, dude. We love
No,
you.
no, I don't love you. As the great iDub said, you're a killer keen cunt. Anyway, back to
Sponsor my part of the podcast. Sponsor my 1/4 of it.
fine.
Okay, go on.
Alright, one day he confronted me and said, "Have you heard about what's going on in Gravel?" "No." "What?" I replied. "There's a huge fight going on," and I cut him off. "You're in the middle of it, I suppose." "Yeah, and whoever created the site is not happy about it. Come take a look." He beckoned me. He walked me to his computer and showed up messages that was marked urgent. It read, "This is your final writing. If you attempt to continue the fight, and you and anyone involved will have the gravel dumped. Signed, Gravel Dumper." What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll take a gravel dump on your ass.
Yeah.
That's what he meant, right?
Dude, I guess. Kind of scared. I went on Gravel Dumper's page just to see what he had on there. All he had on his account were videotapes of gravel being dumped into a large pile from a truck. Weird. I thought to myself as I viewed all the files, like I said before, the gravel thing was a pun to gossip and similar things, but this was kind of odd. Was it to reference to the rocky material, or just an innocent pun? I brushed Gravel Dumper off just as another internet weirdo. 2 days later, my roommate came to me looking depressed. "Well, every time I can't get back onto Gravel. Every time I try to open the site, there's a message that says your gravel has been dumped. Did you get involved in that fight?" "Yeah." "Then I don't feel bad for you. You weren't supposed to be involved in the fight and you didn't listen." Shit. This guy's an asshole.
Hey, nah, he shouldn't have gotten the fight, dude.
Whatever. I'm gonna take my mind off the whole thing. Okay, be back soon enough. It's getting dark. I called to him as he slammed the door behind him. Later that night, my roommate was found and reported dead. He was found under 3-ton
Gravel.
mass of gravel.
Oh my god!
Get the MLG cannon going, baby.
Dude, what like if on Twitter, dude, like there was a guy who's like, "Hey, if you fight on Twitter, I'll like dump your Twitter." And then like a couple of days later, Keemstar, because he starts fighting on Twitter all the time, he's found dead in a pile of fucking dead birds.
Nice.
Oh,
That's basically this story.
Yeah. There we go. I feel like this is going real well. Matthew, close this out. Like, this podcast.
That was such a fucking... That one was better, like, because it was so shitty you could just make fun of it, you know? Like, the fucking first one was so shitty, like, I wanted to fucking die.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, though, that he should have not dropped the ice cream. That was the message of the first story. Don't drop your ice cream. Ice cream.
right. All right.
All right, Matthew, let's do this.
All right. My story is
Oh
titled
fuck.
"A Little Boy's Dreams."
Oh, that's
Uh,
not creepy at all.
Um,
Written by Karuchi, or Water butchered that name to all hell, but who gives a fuck right now? All right. Joseph sat slumped on the sofa, staring into the darkness beyond the patio windows, the only light source being a damp lamp on the side table. Any light would have done for him to ease the fear he had of the bad man. He had hurt Joseph's neck, and when he awoke the next night, Joseph wanting to do the same to others. He glanced at the clock on the wall, smiling. He knew it would soon be time, another few minutes. Joseph listened to the ticks of the clock counting the seconds away. He knew he should be in bed sleeping, but he couldn't resist staying up late to see what happened. Also, his stomach was rumbling to be fed. It was getting so bad that he was sure it was punching him. While he waited, Joseph sang to himself some of the words he had forgotten, as every third or fourth word was an attempt. Then back to pieces he remembered. Usually his mother sang with him, helping with the words, but she was busy in the kitchen. At least that's what he had come to think. The singing came to an abrupt stop as the clock chimed the hour. He'd been so anxiously waiting for his nerves triggered with excitement he knew it was about to happen. His heart skipped a beat. As soon as he saw movement outside, Joseph leaped to his feet. What he saw was like Snow White standing outside, snow falling all around a dark-haired girl with red lips and a long flowing white dress. He stared into her sky blue eyes, watching her hair drift with the breeze. A sudden gust sent ripples through her dress, her slender body almost visible under that thin fabric. Hmm. Is this really a creepypasta? Doesn't sound like it.
I mean, it could
Alright.
be.
Yeah.
like Jeffrey told us a bad place to get creepypasta.
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's where I always get creepy pastas.
Yeah.
Well, you're bad at
Okay. Walking over the patio door, Joseph looked up at her. He ran his index finger over the glass, tracing the contours of her outline. He started to get an
Is this a
erection
porn?
as he noticed what the fuck. I think it is.
At least we could make fun of a porn.
I mean,
Hold on. Let me silently
just like
read through this shit.
send me the links for later so I can get
Investigate.
um.
Yeah, I need to make sure
Okay.
this is a porn.
Okay. Erotic. Lean and suckers his breast made.
Erotic,
Okay.
erotic.
Um. Fuck.
Give us the deets, Matthew.
No. It's so fucking weird. Okay. Uh. Actual dialogue. Oh, Lisa, you look so beautiful. He looks at her, love in his eyes, or at least a strong feeling of emotion. His eyes still stared forward, yet and a yearning look in them, begging to be let in. You even found out the dress I saw you wearing amazing. Da 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 da. Not needed, not needed. Definitely not needed.
This is a great story.
Fuck. Fuck, I chose a really bad one, guys.
You didn't read it beforehand? Like, come on.
No.
I didn't read
that
mine
wasn't
on hand. Don't blame
creepypasta. It's
him.
literally on creepypasta.
I knew both of mine beforehand because I knew they were fucking great.
Yours kind of suck, Jeffrey.
mine's
Mine
still
were the best of
legendary.
all time. Are you
Mine's still
dissing the Day
legendary.
of All the Blood?
I am. Because you didn't
Fucking
put
it's a
any
classic.
emotion to it.
Okay. Just for context, they've basically been like trying to get like she's been trying to get him to let her inside his room or some bullshit.
So they can
He's
boink.
been like
Oh, she's a
Basically.
vampire. Calling
uh
it.
okay.
Calling this
That's
shit. Let's go.
commentary. Oh. Fuck. Okay, commentary.
You
Don't
gonna let her in?
don't
She's a
do
fucking
that. Lisa
vampire.
snapped. Why not? Joseph asked, lips starting to quiver. Well, because I don't know you, and you really shouldn't do that unless you ask first. Joseph sniffled and was not smiling anymore. Lisa's Drew grew inside her. The fuck is it? Oh, dread. Fucking hell, Drew.
Oh,
Uh,
Drew
she
grew inside her. That sounds like porn for sure.
Oh, she wanted to keep the situation happy. Are you here by yourself? Where are your parents? They're in the kitchen. She felt a wave of relief. Did someone get hurt? Lisa asked, pointing to the blood. That was Emma. She made a mess. Joseph Joseph smiled again, bringing back the horrible feeling Lisa had had. Okay, let's go see your mommy
Oh,
and daddy. Okay.
What the
Joseph
fuck?
nodded.
Yandeti.
Basically, what's your name, Joseph? Hi, Joseph.
Mommy.
Pause. Lisa, how do you know that? It was your name in my dream. He answered nonchalantly. Desperately wanted to leave. How old are you, Joseph? He couldn't wait to let go of his hand. She couldn't wait to let go of his hand and give him to his mother. I am 8. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yes, get to the good part.
Okay, whatever. Just like, all of that shit was to an 8-year-old. The fuck? Okay. Joseph dragged her lifeless body over the pile of of other corpses and threw her on top. He waved his fingers at his mother and father, walked out of the kitchen and went upstairs to his room. Curling up under the covers so he was snug, he put his thumb in his mouth and began to suck on it. He hoped
Oh,
the bad
fuck.
wouldn't come back. Only quickly as soon as the sun had started to reveal the first rays of morning, and that's when the dream started again. He never was. Her name was Amanda.
Her name was a
Mm-mm.
man.
Amanda.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he was a fucking killer.
I don't know. Like,
Jesus fucking Christ. This is a fucking bad one. This was a really bad one. Did not expect this to fucking take such a fucking 180.
what the fuck?
The weird thing is, it's part of the fucking creature subtopics. I don't understand how those fucking creature subtext.
The best ones are the lost tape ones.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Like, I would look, but my phone's dying like instantly. It was dying when I was trying to read my shit earlier.
I see. Oh yeah, that's basically it. Boys has dreams about killing people. He meets a girl, tries to bone. Uh, finds out he killed his parents, kills the fucking girl that was inside his house, like got in his house, and that's basically it.
All right. Well,
Oh no. 0 out of 10.
well.
Yeah, 0 out of 10.
But you know what this does remind me of? You
What?
can use
What
code
would that be?
NerdTavern at lootcrate.com to save 10 or 15% off your order. I'm not certain, but you know, use that code.
The
All right. Well, this podcast is an hour long. I hope you guys enjoyed this fantastic podcast where
Don't bother waiting for like the last like 20 minutes.
well,
No, shit show.
Well,
this is
I
at
mean-
the last 20 minutes, so
Oh, well, fuck then.
if you made it this far, we thank you.
you're a fucking champ.
And we all know that
I'm
you were most
sorry,
terrified of
everybody
gravel.
out.
Nah, your stuff was honestly the best.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. But gravel was the
Gravel
best
was honestly,
actual
was
creepypasta.
honestly the only horror story within this
Oh,
fucking
wait.
group.
Did I mention that he also actually swallowed his own sperm?
Nice.
Okay, moving on.
Matthew hates semen confirmed.
Yeah, dude, what do you got against semen? Fucking
Well, we are going to end the podcast here next week. Well, fuck, you guys are actually gonna be here, so I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do about that.
Yo, we'll just record it in person. Gruels, you're coming down too, my dude.
But I have a job over
You're
here
driving
in
down here.
in a comfy place in Michigan.
Well, tell your boss to like fuck
Would you
off
stay in
for spring
Michigan
break.
where you're likely to get shot, or come down to Texas where nobody's gonna shoot you?
Because Aaron
Ironic
has guns to
considering
protect you
Texas.
with.
That's
Yeah,
ironic
but
considering Texas is like
people in
where
Texas
most
don't
cowboys
shoot
fix.
each other with their guns. They
We
just
only shoot
at
animals
targets
with
and
guns.
Animals.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's Dallas. That's the fuck. It's Dallas. That's a dangerous state.
Dallas is a
mean-
dangerous state.
Yeah, and that's why we don't go
Oh,
up
shit.
there.
It's the first
not
I've
state.
heard of
Fuck.
this.
I know.
But
All right.
yeah,
All right, we gotta
Thank
end this
you, everybody.
podcast. All right, you guys know where you guys can like subscribe and hit a bell because that's what all the rave is about, hitting that bell.
Yeah, if you don't touch that bell, then what, do you hate us or something?
Exactly. But you gotta hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell. It's a two-part step
Oh,
now
hit
because
that
like
bell so you can join the hashtag notification squad.
thank
exactly.
you.
The fuck.
It's
not
basically
notification squad.
YouTube having to build a system so that way everybody gets the fucking subscriptions because the subscription's already fucked.
Although that bell system still doesn't work, let me tell you. I get things
Yeah,
hours
does it?
after they've been put out.
Jeff. You're wrong. YouTube
Talk
does not
bullshit.
unsubscribe
There's no
people from their
problems with
channels,
YouTube.
alright? YouTube doesn't do
YouTube
that.
is a fucking great media source.
Dude, there's no problems with YouTube, according to YouTube. Alright.
Thank you guys so much for watching. The tavern is officially closed for this week. Hit us up next week. We'll probably have something. I don't know, but Matthew and Jeff are going to be here. And then I don't know how we're going to get ghouls involved. We'll figure that out.
Skype.
But, yeah, thank you guys.
Skype call.
Thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see you guys next week for more Nerd Tavern with probably, hopefully, better content than creepypastas that are shit.
But my story was the best. What are you talking about?
Yours wasn't a creepypasta, it's not included.
Yeah, I suppose, but it's still the best.
Alright,
was.
thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out from me. Go ahead and do your outro, guys.
Yo, 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 it's your boy. You already know who it is. Peace out. Nah, mean.
That was
what?
fucking terrible.
Nah, man, that's fucking great.
This is G Shadow saying if you think Sonic True is a ripoff, Chris will think you're a slanderous troll.
Sonic is not a ripoff, dude. It's the best.
Alright. Yo, this is Matt. Socio Gent. Yeah. That was a shit story. Later, mates.
Have a good one, guys. See you guys next week. Peace.